Hi, I'm Peter Swarovski. I'm the Director of Operations here at ITS. Just want to take a few minutes to talk about a common attack that we see these days. It's called business email compromise. Business email compromise is gaining access to someone in your company's their email and then being able to use that knowledge of your email to try to steal money from you in some way. A typical way that this happens is they have broad campaigns sending out what are called phishing emails, basically saying, hey, I sent you a file, click here to log in. Looks identical to a normal login page for your email, like an example would be Office 365. They go ahead and put in their username and password, and then nothing really happens. They don't think anything of it. But now the attacker has their username and their password. Now they go ahead and log in on their end and look at that person's email. Now that the attacker has access to the email, what they're able to do is look through received messages, sent messages, and just look for opportunities. They're logged in as that email address. They can send their own messages if they wanted. They can set up rules to play like man in the middle. You received a message from someone. I set up a rule that automatically deletes it. I don't want you to see that message. I want to put my fake message in there for you as well. So they can just get up to all kinds of bad things. You may think, well, they have access to my email. They can't get into my bank account. What could they really do with that? I don't have anything important in my email, but that knowledge really is power. So a few examples of things that we've seen. The first one is they can try to take legitimate payments that you're making, maybe to some vendors you have, and kind of get in the middle of those conversations to say, don't send it here, send it here instead. So it's going to be the exact right information. It was, on the right day, at the right time, for the right amount, with the right receipt and the purchase order and all those things. They're just going to say, send it here instead of where you had been sending it. In a lot of cases, companies are caught off guard by that. Usually, businesses don't find out about it for weeks later when the vendor says, hey, you send that money to me, I haven't got it yet. Then they figure out, oh no, what's happened here? Another example of using that information against you is just a regular employee. They email HR and they say, hey, update my direct deposit information over here instead of where it normally goes. I've changed banks or something like that. A lot of cases, HR doesn't think twice about it. They go ahead and process that, and that employee is out their paycheck, and now the business has to decide, are we going to take that loss and pay them again, or what do we do in this case? So really, business email compromise is a very real threat. Unfortunately, these bad guys, they're very patient. They watch, they look, they learn, because sometimes they get that opportunity and they get a big payday. So I just wanted to make sure you were aware of that threat, and we can certainly talk about what ITS can do for you to minimize that risk for you. Thank you.